up, guys? It's All Things RC here. Mark.
Darian.
We got a new car for my dad for Christmas, and we wanted to do a review on it, so we're doing a review on it. He'll tell you what it is.
This is a 1/18 scale monster truck from ECX, the ECX Ruckus. You can see about the size of it compared to my hand there.
Pretty small.
It's a pretty small little truck. This is $99.99 from Horizon Hobby. It's a good little truck too. This is the
E-Revo.
The E-Revo.
So about the same size. Really close. Actually, the same size. Let's see. So I like it more than the E-Revo because, really, just because you can adjust your shocks in the back, right? Actually, yeah, that could be easier to film. Right here, you have three little holes, so you can actually adjust your ride height. On the E-Revo, that's kind of impossible.
Yeah, the only way you can do that on the E-Revo is by adjusting the threading on the shocks.
Yeah, that's like not a lot. It's not a lot. It's really good truck. Yeah. It's really fast.
It does about 20 miles an hour, and for this little tiny truck, that's pretty fast.
Does have a brushed motor.
Yeah, it's got a 27-turn brushed motor in it.
A controller. Forgot about that.
This is the controller uses a basic like fly sky radio.
Yeah.
It's a good little radio. It has dual rates here, and you have trims right there. So you can adjust how fast the car will go at full throttle and how far it'll turn in every direction.
Yep. So you can really adjust it. So if you want to get it, like a 5-year-old, and you don't want him, jumping it or ramming it into a wall at 20 miles an hour, you can take the throttle rate and you can turn it all the way down. You go probably like 5 miles an hour.
If not
pretty
slower.
Yeah, it goes pretty slow all the way down. So you can adjust it to whoever you're buying it for. Let's see.
It comes with a 900 milliamp hour battery. It's a 7.2 volt nickel metal hydride 6-cell pack.
Pausing you right there. Whenever I charged it, it did not say 900. It got to 900, and then it kept going. So technically, it's about...
What'd you say it got to?
It's like 1,200. Yeah, like 1,100, 1,200 milliamps, actually. But it says 900 for some reason. So you're actually getting a better battery.
Yeah. It runs for a pretty long time, too. It runs for about 20-25 minutes, just about, on a full pack. Which is a pretty long time for a nickel metal hydride battery. And this little truck is pretty powerful and pretty quick for its size. So
one thing, the tires that come with it, or actually two things. So first, tires that come with it, they look like they're gonna grip really well. They look real sticky, but they're meant to last a little longer because they're ECX. So you're not gonna get the track-ready tires that you think you would get on a car. I mean, look, they look like, oh wow, those would probably grip really well. They don't really.
They're actually really hard.
Yeah, they're very
not
hard.
Very soft.
Yeah, there's no foam inserts either, so yeah, little squishy tires. They're very, very hard compound. They're called speed treads. So I mean, you think, oh wow, yeah, that's gonna work great. On the concrete, the first day we got it, we took it out there. It was doing nothing but sliding.
Yeah,
absolutely nothing but sliding.
It won't traction roll, but it'll sure the hell drift.
Yeah.
That's just...
Unless I was just driving it in tall grass.
And also another thing, the servo saver on here, I'm not moving the servo at all. And you get that much play in the servo saver. So...
It doesn't really mess with it once you're going. I kind of figured that out. It doesn't mess with it much. But, oh yeah, and then the second thing. The charger it comes with. It comes with a little, plug in the wall, plug into the battery charger. There's no way to tell when the battery's done. There's no directions to charge your battery. It doesn't tell you how long to charge it. It literally has no instructions or directions or no light on the charger either to even tell you, hey, green is ready. So I would honestly get a new... That's the servo. That's how fast it is. It's pretty fast. Camera can't go with it though. The rims it comes with look like they're bead locks. course, they're not. I wish they were. That'd be cool. Very small tires. I think the size of the E-Revo tire. Yeah. Skinnier than the E-Revo tire, but same size. But much skinnier. And another thing, whenever you take the body off...
These body clips are a pain in the butt. There is one bad thing about this truck, and that's that your ESC and your receiver are built into each other.
So if you wanted to change your ESC and motor, you would have to get a new receiver, too.
Yep, you'd have to get a receiver and a...
ESC.
Not an ESC, a transmitter.
Yeah, and a transmitter.
Because this does not run off a Spectrum. It's a Fly Sky. So...
Another thing. Okay, so look, here's the internals. You got a little 380 size. It even says 380 size on the side. I mean, look how tiny that is. So tiny. There's your ESC mounted on its side, which I think is kind of weird, but hey, they made it fit. And your receiver is wherever the hell it is.
The receiver is built into the ESC right here.
Yeah, so it's actually inside it.
It's an ESC RX unit.
You have a Spectrum steering servo, though, so that's always good. You know that's not going to really go bad anytime soon. Your battery is right there. It goes in from the bottom. So, voila. You never have to take your body off to get your battery out.
Thank God, because with this truck, the little tiny freaking body pins are...
Here, where's the normal body pin? Do we have... Yeah, here's the normal. Oh, God. Jeez, these little ones. Okay, so there's the difference. You already know how hard it is to get the normal ones off. Now they made it even harder, because look at that. It's like half the size. They're pretty small.
If that.
Yeah, if that. Probably less. Another thing. So, there's the rear bumper. Or wait, no, that's the front bumper. Front bumper, see? This is what I'm actually talking about right now. That's the front bumper. Alright, hold it still. And then, there's the rear. So whenever you take it off...
They are exactly the same.
Yeah, so it is kind of confusing at first. You get used to it though, don't worry. Just remember, motor's in the back. It does have, it's four-wheel drive. We know that. You can see. Has pretty good torque, too. The shocks, just normal old little itty-bitty shocks in there. You can't
There's a little tiny stick in there.
We got a twig in there. I was driving it in the backyard to test
it. It wasn't really a stick, but it was like a thin piece of grass.
You can take the tops of the shocks off. I mean, so if you wanted to, they are actual shocks. So if you wanted to, you could actually, put heavier weight oil in them. Maybe make
they're actually pretty good right out of the box. The truck stays super balanced in the air too.
Yes, it does.
It's really nice.
I mean, you have a lot of suspension travel also.
And let me tell you, we beat the crap out of this truck. It's fine. So any of you guys that want to come back up to the hobby shop and say, "Oh, well, I was just driving it in the driveway and it broke," that's bull crap.
You probably jumped it off your roof, because, we've rammed this thing into multiple things. I rammed it underneath a car tire. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't drive it in your yard. I mean, if, the motor burns up, I could understand that, because it's a little brushed motor. But, no, if you, let's say you, break an arm. You're like, oh, I was just driving it and the arm broke. Not true, because to break an arm, if you're going like this, it's not going to break. I've driven with a broken arm before, and it will stay like this until you jump. And actually, that's him. It was at Mike's. I broke right there on my arm. I pushed it on as tight as I could and drove it around, and it was going fine until I hit a big jump, and then it broke. So you can actually drive with chipped and cracked arms. So if you come up there, oh my god, I broke this, I broke my shock tower. It's not true. You jumped it.
And it's got sealed differentials all the way around.
Kind of see it through the front. Right there.
So you can tune your diffs to however you want to.
There's no center diff. There's no center diff. Just straight.
There's no center diff. You're right. There is a slipper clutch though. And
clutch.
The whole entire drivetrain is steel, other than the spur gear.
Yes.
So it is ready for brushless power.
It is. Yeah. So if you wanted to get you know, the little Valenian system or something to make it go insanely fast, or even possibly upgrade it to a 1/10. I'm not sure because I mean, look how crammed everything is in there.
Yeah, you could do that with this truck.
I mean, I'm pretty sure someone's Jimmy rigged it to make it work, but I don't know. Yeah, it's a pretty good car so far. Pretty sure that's everything other than... Oh yeah, we haven't done the body. The body likes to chip pretty easily, as you can see underneath. All that paint. Usually, bodies, you know, are like really good out of the box, you know, the stock bodies, but for some reason, my dad traction rolled it. He got stuck on like a crack or something, and it rolled over and touched like this, and then bounced on all its wheels, and the top broke right there. You can see, actually pretty bad.
It didn't break; it just chipped. We've got some black paint though, so we can go back over it.
But I mean, I honestly think I would.
It's just the paint though. It's not like the body itself broke. So I mean,
but it's just little things like that. You have a little bit of bubbling underneath the body, and that's about it. But from everything I've seen, it's a pretty good truck. Honestly, I'd buy it again if I was. Would you buy it again?
Yeah. I want to get the Torment.
Yeah, the little Torment, the little short course truck that they make.
Yeah, it's the Torment. By the way, guys, is the exact same platform. It is literally, there is nothing different about it. It is exactly the same. It's just got smaller wheels and a different body.
Oh, and another thing, the body goes on very tight. I'm holding it by the body, you see, with no body clips. There's no clips in the back or the front. So let's say you lose a body clip. Don't worry about it. I can lift it up and do that, and it's not going to fall. So don't worry about it. It's going to stay on. We're going to put these body clips on. As he said, this is true. I guess we'll give y'all a little bit of run video.
It's his dad, so we don't really want to run it too much without him being here. We'd rather him drive it, but we'll give y'all a little bit of a demonstration about.
And we almost forgot to tell him, 100% waterproof.
Yeah. Yep.
That's the yay factor.
Yeah, thank you. I'm not doing anything with the steering.
That's moving the truck.
That's your turbo saver.
That's him just moving the truck. So that's about it. We will show y'all some run time in a couple seconds. Alright. All things I'll see will be right